What's up, guys? It's Chase from Chase's Workshop. I hope you enjoyed that little thing I put together there for you guys. Basically what I'm trying to do is with my channel is I'm trying to give you guys maybe a lesson series and kind of keep that going as a way to help you guys out. Because if you watch my channel, I'm sure you play guitar or you're striving to play guitar. If you're wanting to build pickups, I'm pretty sure you're wanting to build your own pickups. So things like that, I'm thinking that this might be a good way for me to kind of give back to you guys and give you some content that's every week, you know. It's kind of hard to come up with a bunch of different things that I can build for making guitars and things like that when you know, you can only build so many pickup winders. You know, I've got 3 I think right now that I've designed different ones. I've got one that I'm working on now that hasn't turned out too good, but I'm you know, spending more time with it, trying to get it going. But I'm thinking that this way I can actually interact with you guys. You guys can ask me, tell me what you're wanting to see. I can change my lessons around that, and then I can answer your questions. We can maybe can even do a live stream in the future to where you guys can come in and I can sit here with my guitar and you can sit at home with yours and ask me some questions, and I can go through some stuff with you. I just feel like it's a good way for me to give back to you guys. Now what I want to do is, as you can tell, that little lick there, that was just the solo section of it, just kind of like a little promo that I did to kind of get this video out there. But there's actually about 3 minutes worth of song there, and the intro and the backing part of that song were missing. And like I said, I just did that because I wanted it to be like kind of like a promo where you guys could listen to it real quick and then kind of throw you into this part of this. But what I want to do is I want to do one lick like that, and then do maybe 3 to 4 different lessons off of that one track. So like if you are a beginner guitarist and you want to learn how to do just the little picking part at the first of it, I can show you how to do that. You can go through it, you can learn and all that stuff. Now the reason I say like the picking pattern was because when I first started playing guitar, I didn't learn any chords, I didn't learn any tablature, I didn't learn anything. I just basically sat down with my guitar with a pick and picked around until something sounded cool. And I think a lot of times a lot of people get frustrated with playing because they think that they have to learn chords and have to be able to switch between chords really fast and things like that. And so they get to a point where they can't play a song that they love and they just finally just give up on it. Whereas if you get to the point that, like I'm trying to say is that when I started, I just picked around and just wrote my own stuff. And a lot of times that's where you learn the most, is when you write your own things, even if it's something simple, very simple that you can just kind of pick around and it sounds cool. A lot of the songs that I learned at first were picking songs. Like I learned Come As You Are by Nirvana. It was like that little dun 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 dun. That little part was a very simple part to get onto the beginners, and then I stepped it up to like a lot of Metallica and things like that. And that's what I enjoyed growing up listening to. But anyways, I want to do lessons that are based around that to kind of get you guys that are starting out a basis, and then I want to step it up to, you know, more advanced type stuff like the other part of the intro to that song that you heard was I'm doing a lot of double stops, a lot of finger picking with my pick. So I'm using my pick, but I'm also using these other fingers too. And so I wanted to do a lesson that, maybe more advanced style lesson. And then I want to get into the different parts of the solo and how they, how I play the different parts. Now one thing that, if you listen to that solo is I do a lot of string skipping. That's probably one of my favorite things to do, is string skipping on different solos and things. I just think it adds a different dynamic to the actual solo, and it kind of keeps you from just playing straight in the box. That's one thing we want to try to get away from when we're playing solos, is staying in the box, as they call it, where if you just learn the pentatonic scale and you just stay right there the whole time. And it's fine to be in that, but every now and again you want to come out of it, maybe go to another part of this that's in the same scale but it's on up the neck and things like that, and then adding your own flair to it is the most important part. Because I will admit, when I first started playing guitar, first started learning to play solos, I just stayed in the box. I just would play the same pentatonic scale. If I was in D, I would move to D. If I was in E, I'd move to E. And that's fine learning that way, but the problem is you get stuck in that too, and you don't want to do that. So that's what I want to do. I want to kind of progress it in a different way than I've seen being progressed before with learning this. And what I want to do is I want to take like what I just showed you. I want to do different beginner, intermediate, advanced lessons off of that same video. And then I want to give you tabs for it, which something new that I'm trying to do is just tab out all this stuff. It's easy to sit down and learn to play it and make it up, but it's hard to write it down and to where I can give it to you guys and you can just look at it and go, okay, well, this is what he's doing here. And then I want to also, I would like to take just the backing track of it and give it to you guys where you can jam out on it yourself, and then you can also maybe slow it down and things like that. I just feel like it would be a really good way to do it, because my favorite thing to do is when I'm learning to play solos and leads and things is I just get on YouTube and I find backing tracks and I sit there and the backing track will say it's in E minor. I'll just play E minor and I'll just keep messing around with that until I get something that sounds cool, you know. And that's one of the best ways to learn how to play solos. Because I feel a lot of times when you learn from just different songs and things like that, you pick up little bits and pieces here and there, and you can kind of collab it all into one thing of your own. And that's what's the beauty of music. Like I said, guys, what I really want is your input on what you would like to see, and I want questions. I want if there's something you want me to go over that I do, or something that you saw me do in that video, send me a comment below and ask me about it. I'll be glad to go over any part of it you would like for me to. But just be ready for in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to get some things set up to where I can actually do that. I need like a couple mics and I need some stuff. By the way, I got the Spark amp, and that's what you're hearing. You're hearing the Spark amp. So I've got that. I love the dang thing. I did unboxing of it, but I hadn't made a video on it yet. So I've kind of been, you know, I know there's a lot of videos out there on it too, so I don't want to go too in depth of all the things. But what you just heard right there was Easy Drums by Tune Tracks. That was the drum loop, and then everything else you heard was off of the Spark amp. I had like 3 or 4 different settings that I put on there to make it sound the way it did. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, leave me some comments, leave me some suggestions that below. If this is your first time seeing me, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like. If you liked it, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.